Gang. We back in this thing. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. So, the no contact rule after a breakup. To be honest, it's a simple rule. I mean, it's hard for some guys to follow, but it's just simple. After a breakup, bro, focus on you, right? A breakup means what? You and that person are no longer together, right? You and her no longer together. So, you know who you are with though? Yourself. And you always gonna be with yourself, right? So you get back to you. You put all that energy that was in the relationship, you invest that and put it back in yourself. You need to improve. See, when you break up with somebody, it's a great opportunity to get back to your mission, get back to your health, get back to your finances, get back to your hobbies, get back to your friends, get back to your family, get back to you. It's a great opportunity to do that. All right. A lot of guys, they be so focused on, oh, when is she going to come back? When is she going to hit me back up? When is she going to do this, that, and the third? You know, when you're doing that, you're sending out to the universe that lack energy. And I always talk about energy. You're saying, oh, I want this person. I need this person. And you're not going to get that person back. And for some of you, you probably shouldn't want that person back in the first place. You see, when you level up and you take the time to build yourself, the more you elevate, so do your options, right? So do the women that you have a chance of getting. Because again, we attract women that correlates to who we are for the most part, right? So a lot of guys be like, oh yeah, I don't like the girls that like me, I want that girl over there. Well, in order to get certain women, you gotta upgrade your status, bro. You gotta upgrade your life. Okay, you got to become high value. Women chase after what? High value. All right. So that's why it's very important to, okay, the ex didn't work out. For one, everything happens for a reason. Even if y'all do end up getting back together, it was meant for you to go through that separation. It was meant for you to go through that alone time so you can, for one, understand what you need to improve on, right? And be alone for a little bit to regroup, right? So then when the next person comes, you going to be ready for it. But if you holding on to the last ex, then you won't have room for the new blessings coming your way. See, dudes be so quick to check a girl's status to see if is she still looking at my story? Oh, let me post this and show her that I'm living life without her and I'm okay and blah, blah. Man, they know what you're doing. You ain't fooling nobody, bro. You're not fooling nobody. Girls sense when you just posting stuff and doing stuff just to get a reaction out of them, right? Because when you really just focused, you don't care about none of that. You don't care if she sees your stuff, right? You don't care if she's texting. You don't care if she's liking your post. You don't care about none of that. You just care about you. And what I tell guys is when you don't care, that's when they there. When you don't care about the outcome, if you don't care about, oh, is she coming back? Is she going to come back in my life? That's usually when they come back in your life, man. That's usually when it happens. But like I said, if you do this right, then you may not even want them back in your life. Because you may see like, oh man, I was better off without them. They was holding me back. It's all in your mind. It be all in dudes' minds. They be feeling like, oh, I'm not going to find another girl like her. It's not going to be the same. No, you're right. You're going to find a better woman than she was. Right? You're going to find a better one. It's like, see what you have to let go as guys. For one, we have to learn how to just let go. Stop trying to control the outcome. Right? Just let go. You ever lose something? Lose your keys, lose your AirPods, whatever. You lose something, right? And instead of freaking out, most of the times, if you just be like, all right, well, forget it, man. I'll just get some new ones, or it'll show up in the appropriate time. That's when they show up. When you forget about your car keys, you be like, damn, they was there the whole time. You lost your AirPods. You've been looking all over the place, flipping over couches. You can't find them when you do that, right? But when you go about your day and put it out the way, then they show up. Same with people, right? Same with your ex. If you really want your ex back, act like you're never going to see them again. And they'll probably come back. But like I said, an ex is usually an ex for a reason. So if that didn't work, it was for a reason. And you got something better in store. You see, God got to take away the old to make room for the new. We be trying to hold on to the old. Oh, no, 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 no. And you missing out on your blessings, bro. You missing out on your blessings. Right? It's people out here that's willing to treat you right, treat you like a king. But yeah, you holding on to the last chick who was treating you like dirt. Why? A lot of that is low self-esteem. If you got low self-esteem, you're going to try to hold on to what you know, what you're familiar with. You're going to be scared to move forward, right? Scared to live a life of abundance. But when you got high self-esteem, you know your worth, you know your value. Okay, it is what it is. See, people come and go. Women come and go. The same way you got the last one, the same way you could get a new one. But in the meantime, in between time, you need to focus on yourself. Get back to doing the things you love to do. Get back to being happy from the inside. You can't depend on other people for your happiness. Happiness comes from within, not without. Right? I just heard a saying. It was a wise man looks for happiness from the outside, but no, I lied. I'm sorry. The foolish man looks for happiness from the outside, but the wise man grows it under his feet. Meaning you create your own happiness. You create your own peace of mind. Once you're comfortable with yourself, you really don't need nobody else. Everything is a bonus. So when you break up, it's a chance to go back to the basics. Sometimes you got to go back to the fundamentals, right? You got to go back to it's like in sports. When they don't win a championship, when they don't go to the playoffs, when they don't go where they want to go, guess what they do in the off season? They got to go back to the basics. Sometimes they got to tear the team down and restart and rebuild. And it's okay. Because that might be just what you need to win that championship. So don't be afraid to rebuild, to reset. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Sometimes you got to take 2 steps back to go forward. So remember that. It's not the end all be all. Chances are you've been in a breakup before. You might experience another breakup. But when you do experience that next breakup, you're going to be ready. You're going to be like, yo, it's all good. On to the next. It wasn't meant to be, because what's for you is for you. What's not, it's not. So remember that, man. Remember that. Focus on you. If you made it this far, I want you to type focus on you. All right? Get back to loving yourself. That's what the breakup's for. That's what time alone is for. Get back to loving you. You are the most important person in your life. Water that relationship that you have with yourself, man. All right? All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Till the next time. You already know what it is, man. It's lit.